Hey guys, stay tuned. We're going to talk about a canteen bottle cap idea I had. Hey guys, Shannon here with Got to Go Prepared. I'm going to talk about this canteen bottle kit idea that I had. I know there's a lot of kits out there and bottle kits and pouches, and they're really awesome. A lot of them are a little pricey, or maybe they're just not budget friendly for you or for me. So I wanted to come up with a budget friendly idea of how to do one of these yourself. Now, this bottle that I have in this case, now this case is probably one of the least expensive things that is in here, but it's kind of neat. I got it at a surplus store. It does have the Molly, so it's more of a current one opposed to other ones that I have that have the metal ones that are the older era canteen kits. This one has a small pouch on the front and a even smaller pouch on the side. Now the bottle that I put in here, instead of putting a regular military one in here, is another bottle I like to talk about. This thing is awesome. This is the Canteen from Stanley, and you can get these at Walmart. Really awesome. Now you can see on the sides I've Gorilla taped these things down, and that's what I took out here. This is a strap that goes on here that you can carry it over your shoulder. Now I've got it off at the moment because I was testing out a couple ideas, but you can leave it on or just roll it up and use it if you needed it. And if you get one of these, take it off. Either take these ringlets off if you don't want them, or at least Gorilla tape them down so they don't make noise, because you don't want your kit making a bunch of racket while you're going through the wilderness. Now I can't remember, I've had this for a while, I can't remember what this canteen cost off the top of my head. If I remember, I'll try to put it in a caption below what these are running at Walmart currently. But the reason I liked it is of course it's the stainless steel. Now if you're going to put this in the fire, take the Gorilla tape off, that goes without saying, and this top, which is a hard plastic. So you could boil water in this directly like this, and even eat out of it. Did I say even twice? Eat out of it with if you have one of the long titanium backpacking spoons from Sea to Summit, which I do carry one of those, so you can actually get food out of it. But it's a wide mouth canteen that you can boil water in, and of course you have this that screws on top, which also opens up, so if you're just wanting a drink out of it, it stays attached, and you have a small opening to take drinks. And it's the plastic, so even if this is a little warm and you slide it down in the insulated case here that does not come with it. I bought this separately. I dug around, I don't know how long ago back, and got this for didn't spend very much on these, probably. Well, I don't want to say, because you might not be able to get it for that price, and you may even do better than me, but you can look for these in the surplus stores or online. Somebody has them. You can drink out of this. Of course, it stays cool on your mouth, and your lid stays attached. Some of the older military ones that I even have some that have the small chain, which is very rattly and makes noise. But this is great. 1 liter, I believe, of 1 quart, or 1.1 quarts, or 1 liter Stanley. These are available at Walmart, and it comes with that strap. The idea I had for the strap, if I was going to leave it on, of course you wouldn't want to you couldn't boil water in it if you left it on, unless you had your multi-tool with you or something. You could pry this open, take this off, but it's some extra work. It depends on what you want to do. But I was going to take this, and I have some navy blue paracord, and I was going to paracord wrap this strap much like the bracelets, and just paracord wrap it and then put it on, and that way I'd have a wider, broader, more comfortable strap, but I'd have a whole lot of cordage with my canteen. That was one idea that I had that I haven't done yet, but this canteen fits great in this kit. Now this is a fur-lined, synthetic fur, and fits perfectly down in this, because it's about the same size as the large plastic military ones. And then of course this goes right over top and buckles in. Now this is the cover Canteen 1 quart. I'm going to let you see in case you guys want to try to find it and order it. You can see what that says. Of course you can molly this onto one of your bags or packs, or if you have a belt you can molly it on that way, or you can just run belt belt through it if you'd like to. You can unsnap it, snap it on, and unsnap, take it off without taking your belt off, and you'd have this. Now, a couple ideas I had. I don't have it in here, but this little small pocket, what this is for is to put the small bottle of water purification tablets down inside here. I have a bottle of those, and they're on another kit, but that's what goes in here, and is a great idea to put that. You can boil water, but you can also, if you're on the move and don't have time to boil because you're moving and you don't have a water filter with you, which I recommend you having a filter, something like a Sawyer, I would put those in there. You could take a tablet out, drop it in the dirty water that you have in here, and then 30 minutes while you're walking, this water will become clean. Now this one, unlike other ones, has a large pouch on the front, which I really liked. And kind of what I did with this one, just some ideas, is I have some bank line, and I love bank line for shelter building, anything you need. It's very strong. This is the small bank line. You can get the bigger size as well too. But instead of tearing your bracelet apart, if you don't have to build a shelter or do something, the bank line is great for that. I have some bank lines for extra cordage, and I have a small UTS striker in here to make fire. And of course, you know, one is none, two is one. I have a small, this is a Cracker Barrel mint can. Once you eat the mints, make it into a fire kit. I have a couple of, I haven't done a video on this, but I have a couple little fire starters that I made. What these are filters for people who roll their own cigarettes. I don't smoke, nor do I roll anything, but I found a box of these and tried to make some fire starters. That's what I did, is I cut them into small little strips, and then I soaked them in Vaseline that I kind of melted down, and then dipped them in the Vaseline and then waxed over top of them. And they're kind of sticky. They kind of stick right into the top of my tin. And then I have some matches that are also wax dipped matches that I put in there. Another great thing you can use with this tin is, if you're done with all that stuff, you can cut cotton from a shirt or a bandana and make char cloth as well with this little tin. So I have a couple ways to make fire in here to start the fire, to boil the water, and some cordage to make shelter. I don't have a lighter. I didn't, put all my, 5 C's in here, because I always carry my knife, knife on my hip, and a knife in my pocket. I usually have if I'm in the wilderness, I have a fixed blade and at least one or more folders with me as well. So kind of a neat idea here. You can also take that strap and let it run through and throw it on your side, or you can run it through your belt. Some different ways just to carry this as a small little scouting around your camp or shelter idea, with the Stanley canteen and a used military canteen holder. I imagine, looking at the pattern, this is one of the more recent ones coming back. I am not far from Fort Campbell, Kentucky, where the 101st Airborne and the 5th Group Special Forces are at. So these guys coming back and getting out of the service, they'll drop these off and sell them, and you can find them in there. But another idea to put with this is, from another video I had, is the Stanley cook pot. And of course, you watched my previous video, I talk about this koozie that I made from a windshield sun deflector. Show you how to make that, which is great to have to keep your pot cool, or to your hands. And of course, if you watched that previous video, if you didn't, a little preview, a little teaser to go back and watch it. Some of the stuff I have in here. This is cotton for tinder. This is for making tea. And then down in there I have a small cup and a small alcohol stove, which in another video I show you how to make that really inexpensively. But if you go back and watch that video, and you'll see all about this. But what a great little cook set to have. That canteen from Stanley, and this small pot, and some of the items that I made myself and put around it and in it. And with all that together, you have a complete little cook system to put in your pack or your bag. Hey, I hope this has been informative and you've enjoyed it. Hope it helped you, give you some ideas. Remember, you got to go prepared. because you just never know.